Evelyn stood frozen, staring at the mansion. It was exactly the same. Same wrought iron balconies, same dome at the top, and except now there were 14 lit windows. One pulsed red. Her legs moved before her mind caught up. She sprinted across the clearing, straight back toward the house. But as her boots pounded the frost-hardened ground, the mansion grew quieter. Not just silent, void of sound. Her breathing muted, her heartbeat muffled. Even the wind in the trees had stopped. When she reached the front door, it opened before she touched it. Inside was not the entry hall. It was a long chamber, lined with tall black filing cabinets stretching into darkness. Each drawer was labeled in a strange looping script, not in any language she recognized. Some glowed faintly, others were chained shut. She stepped inside. At the far end of the room stood a figure, tall, unmoving, the Stitched Man. But now, his eyes were open. Or rather, holes in the fabric of his face stared back at her. Infinite tunnels that looked into places far from Earth. He raised one hand, pointing behind her. Evelyn turned. A cabinet drawer slid open by itself. Inside was a reel of film, labeled, Evelyn Markham, 13 Arrival. It began to unspool. Around her, the chamber shifted. The walls dissolved into scenes, memories. But not hers, she saw other people. A man in the 1950s standing outside the same mansion, opening a letter just like she had. A woman in 1982, screaming inside room 13 as shadows crawled toward her. A teenager in 2009, stepping through the same hallway, vanishing behind a black door. All of them had opened the 13th room. All of them were still here, somewhere inside. This place is a vault, Evelyn murmured, raising her recorder. Not of people, of decisions. Every person who crossed the threshold left a piece of themselves behind. A memory, a thought, a fear. It feeds on possibility. The Stitched Man approached. He held something in his hand, a book. The cover was worn, black leather with her name etched into it. She took it. Inside were pages, and blank at first, then writing formed. Her handwriting, pages filled with thoughts she had never spoken aloud, choices she had never made. One page read, Evelyn chose to leave, but the house did not let her. Another, Evelyn chose to stay, and she became the next keeper. She looked up at the Stitched Man. His stitched mouth twitched, not a smile, but something close. The door behind her creaked open. A woman stepped through, not Evelyn. But someone new, confused, holding a photograph. The Stitched Man stepped back into the shadows. Evelyn turned the book's last page. It was blank and waiting.